Are you ready to uncover the harsh realities of life that no one wants to talk about? In this video, we delve into the world of Stoicism to reveal the 7 brutal truths that will change your perspective forever. Step 1. Success and happiness. Stoicism teaches us that true success and happiness don't come from external achievements, but from something deeper within ourselves. It suggests that we focus on cultivating inner qualities rather than chasing after external rewards. This means directing our attention towards things we can control, like our thoughts, actions, and values, rather than being consumed by desires for things beyond our influence. The first step towards understanding success and happiness in Stoicism involves recognizing the fleeting and often misleading nature of external success. No matter how much wealth or recognition we accumulate, it can never guarantee lasting contentment. This realization can be unsettling at first, especially in a society that often equates success with material possessions and social status. However, Stoicism encourages us to look beyond these superficial markers of success and instead focus on developing virtues like wisdom, courage, temperance, and justice. True happiness, according to Stoicism, is not found in the pursuit of pleasure or the fulfillment of desires. Instead, it comes from accepting reality as it is and finding contentment in the present moment. This doesn't mean we should resign ourselves to passivity or complacency, but rather that we should approach life with a sense of gratitude, mindfulness, and resilience. Practicing gratitude involves recognizing and appreciating the good things in our lives, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant they may be. It's about shifting our focus from what we lack to what we have, from what's going wrong to what's going right. By cultivating an attitude of gratitude, we can find joy and fulfillment even in the midst of adversity. Mindfulness is another key aspect of finding happiness according to Stoicism. It involves being fully present and aware in each moment, without being consumed by regrets about the past or anxieties about the future. Mindfulness allows us to experience life more fully and deeply, to savor the simple pleasures, and to find peace amidst the chaos of the world. Resilience is the third pillar of Stoic happiness. It's about facing life's inevitable challenges with courage and fortitude, rather than being overwhelmed by them. Resilience doesn't mean denying or suppressing our emotions. Instead, it means acknowledging them and finding constructive ways to cope with them. It's about bouncing back from setbacks stronger and wiser than before, and using adversity as an opportunity for growth and learning. Stoicism offers a profound and timeless perspective on success and happiness. It teaches us that true fulfillment comes not from external achievements, but from cultivating inner virtues and living in harmony with nature. By focusing on what we can control, practicing gratitude, mindfulness, and resilience, we can find lasting joy and contentment in our lives, regardless of our external circumstances. Step 2. Pain and suffering. Pain and suffering are two unavoidable companions on the journey of life. They come in different forms and intensities, but no one can escape their touch entirely. While many of us prefer to turn away from acknowledging them, Stoicism invites us to face these harsh realities with courage and understanding, recognizing them as essential aspects of the human experience. The truth about pain is indeed brutal, but it's also transformative. In Stoicism, pain is not viewed as something to be feared or avoided at all costs. Instead, it's seen as a natural part of life, one that can serve as a powerful catalyst for growth and self-discovery. Rather than letting pain cripple us, Stoicism teaches us to embrace it with resilience and fortitude, understanding that it is through facing and overcoming challenges that we develop strength and wisdom. When we encounter pain, whether physical or emotional, our instinct may be to push it away or numb ourselves to it. However, Stoicism offers a different approach. It encourages us to acknowledge our pain without judgment, to sit with it, and examine it closely. By doing so, we can learn valuable lessons about ourselves and the world around us. Stoicism teaches us that much of our suffering stems not from the pain itself, but from our reactions to it. It's not the external events that cause us the most distress, but rather the way we interpret and perceive those events. This insight is both empowering and liberating, because it means that we have the power to lessen our suffering by changing our mindset. One of the key practices in Stoicism for dealing with suffering is mindfulness. Mindfulness involves being fully present in the moment, observing our thoughts and feelings without getting swept away by them. When we approach pain with mindfulness, we can create some distance between ourselves and our suffering, allowing us to respond more calmly and rationally. Stoicism teaches us that pain and suffering are unavoidable aspects of life, but they don't have to define us. By embracing our pain with courage and equanimity, by practicing mindfulness and reframing our thoughts, we can transform our suffering into a source of strength and wisdom. In doing so, we can navigate life's inevitable challenges with grace and resilience, finding peace amidst the storms. Step 3. Relationships. Relationships are like threads woven into the fabric of our lives, connecting us to others in ways both beautiful and challenging. Whether it's family, friends, romantic partners, or colleagues, relationships play a significant role in shaping our experiences and influencing our emotions. Stoicism, a philosophy that emphasizes virtue and wisdom, offers profound insights into navigating the complexities of human connections. Despite our best efforts and intentions, conflicts, disagreements, and misunderstandings are bound to arise. People are diverse, with their own perspectives, desires, and quirks, making interactions unpredictable and sometimes challenging. Stoicism teaches us to approach relationships with humility and patience, understanding that we cannot control the thoughts, feelings, or actions of others. Instead, we focus on managing our own responses and behaviors. One crucial aspect of Stoic teachings on relationships is the cultivation of virtues such as empathy, compassion, and resilience. Empathy allows us to understand and share the feelings of others, fostering deeper connections and mutual understanding. Compassion encourages us to extend kindness and support to those around us, especially during times of difficulty or conflict. Resilience helps us weather the ups and downs of relationships, bouncing back from setbacks and growing stronger in the process. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of authenticity and vulnerability in fostering meaningful connections. True intimacy and connection can only flourish when we allow ourselves to be seen and accepted for who we truly are, flaws and all. By embracing our imperfections and accepting others as they are, we create a space for genuine interaction and mutual respect. This doesn't mean ignoring boundaries or tolerating harmful behavior. Rather, it involves approaching relationships with openness, honesty, and a willingness to listen and learn. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control in relationships, rather than becoming consumed by external circumstances or the actions of others. We may not be able to change someone else's behavior, but we can choose how we respond to it. This empowerment allows us to maintain our inner peace and integrity, even in the midst of relationship challenges. Stoicism offers invaluable guidance for navigating the complexities of relationships. By cultivating virtues such as empathy, compassion, and resilience, by embracing authenticity and vulnerability, and by focusing on what we can control, we can foster deeper connections and find fulfillment in our interactions with others. While relationships may bring challenges and heartache, they also offer opportunities for growth, connection, and love. Step 4. Life's uncertainty. Life is like a roller coaster, full of unexpected twists and turns that can leave us feeling exhilarated one moment and terrified the next. This unpredictable nature of life is something we all must come to terms with, yet it's often a truth we prefer to ignore or deny. Stoicism, however, offers a powerful perspective on how to navigate the uncertainty of life with courage and resilience. Stoicism teaches us the importance of letting go of our need for control. While it's natural to want to plan and prepare for the future, clinging too tightly to our expectations can lead to frustration and disappointment when things don't go as planned. Instead, Stoicism encourages us to surrender to the flow of life, trusting in our ability to handle whatever comes our way. This doesn't mean being passive or resigned to fate, Rather, it involves acknowledging that there are forces beyond our control and focusing our energy on the things we can influence. By embracing uncertainty as an inevitable part of the human experience, we can free ourselves from the grip of fear and anxiety. Stoicism teaches us to approach life with a sense of curiosity and wonder, viewing each new challenge or opportunity as a chance for growth and self-discovery. Rather than being paralyzed by the unknown, we can find liberation in embracing the richness and unpredictability of life. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of living in the present moment. Instead of dwelling on what might happen in the future or ruminating on past regrets, we should focus our attention on the here and now. By practicing mindfulness and cultivating gratitude for the present moment, we can find peace and contentment amidst life's uncertainties. Another key aspect of Stoic philosophy in dealing with life's uncertainty is developing resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks and adversity, to adapt and thrive in the face of challenges. By building resilience, we can approach life's uncertainties with courage and determination, knowing that we have the strength and resourcefulness to overcome whatever obstacles may come our way. Stoicism offers a profound and empowering perspective on life's uncertainty. By embracing change, surrendering to the unknown, and living in the present moment, we can navigate life's twists and turns with grace and resilience. Rather than being overwhelmed by fear or anxiety, we can find freedom and liberation in embracing the uncertainty of life as an opportunity for growth and self-discovery. Step 5. Mortality. The brutal truth about mortality is that it's an undeniable aspect of the human experience. No matter who we are or what we possess, death eventually comes for us all. Yet, in our modern society, we often try to ignore or deny the reality of our mortality, clinging to illusions of permanence and invincibility. Stoicism, however, challenges us to confront this truth head-on, urging us to acknowledge the limited time we have on this earth and to live each day with intention and purpose. Stoicism teaches us to approach our mortality with humility and gratitude. Instead of fearing death or viewing it as something to be avoided at all costs, Stoicism encourages us to accept it as a natural part of the life cycle. By embracing the impermanence of our existence, we can cultivate a deeper appreciation for the preciousness of life itself. Stoicism reminds us that death is not something to be feared, but rather something to be embraced as a necessary and inevitable part of the human experience. By acknowledging our mortality, we can free ourselves from the shackles of fear and live more fully in the present moment. This doesn't mean being reckless or careless with our lives, but rather approaching each day with a sense of urgency and purpose. Stoicism encourages us to focus on the legacy we leave behind, rather than the length of our lives. Instead of striving for immortality through fame or fortune, Stoicism emphasizes the importance of living a life of virtue and integrity. By cultivating qualities such as kindness, compassion, and wisdom, we can leave a lasting impact on the world long after we're gone. Stoicism offers a profound and empowering perspective on mortality. By confronting the reality of death with courage and acceptance, by living each day with intention and gratitude, we can transcend our fear of mortality and find meaning and purpose in the fleeting beauty of existence. Death may be inevitable, but how we choose to live our lives is entirely up to us. Step 6. Personal responsibility. Stoicism teaches us that dwelling on what's beyond our control, such as other people's actions or unforeseen events, only leads to frustration and despair. Instead, it encourages us to focus on what we can control: our attitudes, behaviors, and choices. By embracing personal responsibility, we reclaim agency over our lives and empower ourselves to shape our destinies according to our own values and aspirations. Taking personal responsibility doesn't mean denying the existence of obstacles or challenges. It's about recognizing that while we may not always have control over what happens to us, we always have control over how we respond. This mindset shift is liberating because it frees us from the role of passive victims and empowers us to become active participants in our own lives. Personal responsibility is not just about accepting the consequences of our actions. It's also about taking proactive steps to create the life we desire. This requires honesty, self-awareness, and a willingness to make difficult choices. It means setting goals, making plans, and taking consistent action towards our dreams, even in the face of adversity. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of integrity and moral courage in exercising personal responsibility. It means living in alignment with our values and principles, even when it's difficult or unpopular. It means owning up to our mistakes and shortcomings, and committing to continuous self-improvement. By holding ourselves accountable to higher standards, we not only honor our own dignity but also contribute to the greater good of society. Personal responsibility extends beyond our individual lives to our relationships, communities, and the world at large. Stoicism teaches us that we have a duty to contribute positively to the well-being of others and to the betterment of society as a whole. This may involve acts of kindness, generosity, and compassion, as well as advocating for justice and equality. Personal responsibility is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, essential for leading a life of purpose, integrity, and fulfillment. By embracing this concept, we liberate ourselves from the chains of victimhood and empower ourselves to create the life we desire. It's a powerful reminder that while we may not always have control over what happens to us, we always have control over how we choose to respond. And in that choice lies our ultimate freedom and power. Step 7. Rejection and failure. Stoicism teaches us that rejection and failure are not indicators of our worth or abilities, but are instead natural and inevitable aspects of the human experience. Rather than letting them crush our spirits or define our sense of self-worth, Stoicism encourages us to embrace them as valuable teachers and guides on the path to success. One of the key teachings of Stoicism regarding rejection and failure is the concept of resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from setbacks and adversity, to persevere in the face of challenges. By cultivating resilience, we can approach rejection and failure with courage and determination, knowing that they are not the end of the road but merely temporary obstacles on our journey. Stoicism teaches us to detach our sense of self-worth from external outcomes. Instead of tying our identity to our successes or failures, Stoicism encourages us to focus on our efforts and intentions. By shifting our mindset from outcomes to efforts, we can find a sense of peace and fulfillment even in the face of rejection or failure. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of learning from our mistakes and failures. Rather than dwelling on what went wrong or wallowing in self-pity, Stoicism urges us to reflect on our experiences and extract valuable lessons from them. By approaching rejection and failure with a curious and open mind, we can turn them into opportunities for growth and personal development. Stoicism offers a profound and empowering perspective on rejection and failure. By embracing them as natural and inevitable aspects of life, by cultivating resilience and detachment, and by learning from our experiences, we can transform rejection and failure into catalysts for growth and self-improvement. In doing so, we can navigate life's inevitable setbacks with grace and courage, knowing that they are not the end of the road but merely stepping stones on the path to success. The teachings of Stoicism serve as a beacon of hope and resilience, guiding us through the darkest of times with wisdom and courage. By embracing the 7 brutal truths about life, we can cultivate a life of purpose, meaning, and inner peace, transcending the limitations of ego and fear. May these timeless teachings inspire you to confront the harsh realities of existence with grace and resilience, forging a path of wisdom and virtue that illuminates the world with your light. As we journey together towards a life of fulfillment and authenticity, may the spirit of Stoicism be our guiding star, leading us ever onward towards the highest aspirations of the human soul.